Hello. Here I was thinking my mat was crooked. It's my camera. So we are back. More Dollhouse assembly. Itty bitty, itty bitty, tiny little roly pieces. I've got them kind of hanging out just over there to my right on my keyboard. So hopefully I don't lose anything major. I'm going to turn my mouse off, so hopefully I don't accidentally do anything weird with my mouse. Also going to get my Fabri-Tac opened and turned over. Well, let's see. First, I'm going to clean out. Okay, I'm going to clean that out later. The lid that's in the bottom that holds my bottle has overflown with dried glue. So I got to get in there and just kind of clean it out so that way the bottle sits in there nicely rather than kind of like hanging and continuing to leak. So this is what we are making today. This is the first piece that actually uses the lighting wires. So kind of finally breaking into something a little different, which is nice. I've also pre-cut the paper pieces out, inked up a little bit, and we're going to go with that. But there's a cabinet, there's a lamp, there's a mirror, and then an old-fashioned telephone that all sit on this little desk. So I kind of got the first beginnings of the lamp started simply because I didn't want to have to be sitting here trying to fiddle with getting the wires fed through while on camera. So I'm just going to put some glue on there and get this part of the lamp glued. Get that started. I'll sit here and hold it for a sec. I think there's enough glue on there. So this is the tabletop lid. So the wires feed through this tiny little hole. There's the front and the back, side and top. Side and side. Sorry, side and side. Front, back, side, top. I don't think I got enough glue on there to hold that. Yeah, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there. And this is a tiny little skinny golden rod that I had to feed those wires through, plus this little flower looking bead that I had to feed those through. Now on the front of the cabinet, if you saw in the picture, that it's got little decorative front. And to those, these little triangles will get glued to it. We also have the lampshade to glue once can let go of this. There we go. We're starting to set. I am impatiently waiting for another package. My one from one of my Amazon mystery boxes should have been delivered here on Monday. It's been sitting in my at my post office, according to tracking. It's been sitting at my post office now since the 9th. It is now the 13th. So I'm not sure what the malfunction is. I'm not sure why it's not being delivered. And I can't seem to get anybody at my post office to actually answer the phone. Gonna kind of start assembling the lampshade. And again, this is about like gluing and just holding until the glue becomes, tacky enough that it actually holds. And then reinforcing it. I've said before, I don't know how. I mean, the instructions say just to use PVA glue, which is, regular Elmer school glue. If I can't even get a silicone glue to hold, how the heck is white school glue going to hold something? It's like, I don't know what the expectation there was. School kids must be walking by. My dogs are going a little on the crazy side. They have been kind of driving me crazy since I got home from Walla Walla. And of course, I get home and I don't even get settled in, and I get an email letting me know that my granddaughter is receiving an award Friday morning. So I will be heading back up to Walla Walla on Friday to go watch her get her award. Which, I'm glad she's receiving. Because even though she was being a little bit of a stinker, well, she was being more than a little bit of a stinker at the Christmas pageant, she was able to take redirection and come back and be apologetic and, took accountability for her little obnoxious behaviors, her little 5-year-old ADD obnoxious behaviors. And that is what she's getting the award for, is for showing empathy to her classmates. And overall, that is the Mina we all know and love. Yeah. Can she be a stinker? Oh, yeah. Was she being a stinker? Oh, yeah. And it occurred to me, like, this morning, I messaged my daughter and I'm like, why did it not occur to either one of us to just drop down in the front and sign stop to her? She knows sign language. Like, didn't even occur to us. I think it was just probably, maybe we were both kind of put off a little that, she was being such a turd that I think it, maybe it caught both of us off guard on like really kind of how to handle it, and I also found it odd that like none of the teachers intervened. Because it's not like she was being sneaky about what she was doing. It was, right in everybody, it is very visible. Let's just put it that way. So it's not like a teacher could have been like, oh, well, we didn't see it happening, because they would have to have been blind. Yeah, like didn't even dawn on any of us, on either of us, to like pop up there, not to like go up and like get like really in the way, but just kind of like drop down at the, the front of the chairs, get her attention, and give her the sign for stop. And then deal with the rest of it after the program. But oh well. It is what it is. Okay, so what I'm doing here is gluing on the little gold trim that goes around the top and the bottom of the lampshade, which is way more difficult than it should be. Okay, just put a little bead of glue all the way around the top rim. But it was nice to be able to go to the program and see, Lauren and Emma and Mina all being able to do their Christmas programs, being able to get hugs from each of them. But yeah, it was really nice. Don't get to see the Lauren and Emma too much now, anymore, between all the different schedules. We're trying. We're gonna keep trying. But I mean, in the reality of things is that, my daughter's right there in Walla Walla, and she has a hard time getting time scheduled with Emma. So for me, who lives an hour away, to be able to figure out how to get time scheduled with her is like near impossible. Not the most perfect little lampshade. But nothing about this project has been perfect because I am learning. So I'm going to put glue kind of in each of these little squares. Just so that I can put my glue down and leave it be. So this can move off to the side till I can put it away. Okay. watching some movies that I've never seen before today. Currently is a movie called Witness. Was it Witness? Suspect? Hold on. Now I'm like, wait a minute. I think it was called Suspect. It's got Cher, Liam Neeson. Yes, it's called Suspect. From 1987. I can't remember what I watched something this morning too that I'd never seen before. Dark Skies, and it was kind of a disaster, one of those disaster movies. You know, company that wants to make millions, and they were doing unscrupulous things that caused a major what I'm looking for, disaster. Like it released a bunch of sulfuric acid into the air, which then created acid rain. Like an acid rainstorm. So, cheesy sci-fi movie. Took me like 3 tries watching it. Kept getting distracted. Good old ADHD. Distracted, and then look up when I'm way far in the movie and I have no idea what's going on again. And so I'd rewind and start watching again, get distracted, suddenly not know what's going on again. Same old, same old. It's kind of how my life goes. So this piece right here that I'm assembling right now is the little the old-fashioned phone. Might keep a hold of it. So this goes in the center of this wooden block here. It's weird that they're 2 different colors. I mean, that's obviously a manufacturer issue. Okay, so I'm going to set those off to dry. The little phone piece is, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 1.2, 1.5 centimeters. Where's my ruler? Should have been like right here in front of my face. Because I was just, there it is. It's hiding under my tweezers. I'm like, I was literally just using it. So I'm like, where did it go? So 1.5 centimeters is right there. And I'm going to use my not good scissors for that. I kind of trim off. Okay. That gets set off to the side for me to put away. Oh, you're going to bend the end. And bend the end. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. And what I'm doing is creating that phone handle as best as I can. On each of these ends, I'm going to put one of these little tiny seed beads. To figure out that where that one little tiny piece goes. There's this little tiny little thing. It's J07, and right now I can't find it anywhere on the assembly instructions. Oh, I see what it is. It's the top of the quote-unquote wine bottle. Okay, so I'm like, where is it? It's got to be in the instructions somewhere, right? So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the ends of each of these. I'm going to go one bead there, one bead there. I'm also now realizing too just how late in the day it is. Took me forever. I was fighting with, as usual, fighting with my internet. It's not even so much my internet. It's like it's fights with StreamYard. So it makes me wonder if this is actually a stream. What I'm experiencing is a StreamYard issue, because I don't seem to have problems with any other thing. Like, I can get on the internet, I can watch YouTube, I can do all that stuff with no problem. But as soon as I try to get on StreamYard, suddenly my browser can't communicate. And it's like, oh, well, it doesn't recognize this, and it can't connect to your camera. And I'm like, what is the major malfunction here? because this is getting ridiculous. You know, I realize I don't have the paid version of StreamYard anymore, but come off it. Try to use the other tweezers to hold this still because it's wanting to dance on me. So I just got to get it dropped on there. And then I'm going to set it aside, let it dry. We're going to let it. We're just going to let it. This is the mirror. Now, this is a protective coating, which I'm going to, the blue. It does say to pull it off, which I'm not going to do until I am completely assembling the dollhouse itself, not just the individual pieces. Because, I mean, it's fake mirror. So I don't want it to get unnecessarily scratched up if I have a way to avoid it, which I do. So I'm going to avoid it. Now we have the tube plastic bead, a little oval bead, and this itty bitty tiny little label. And this is creating a wine bottle. Which way does this go? I don't know. We're going to pretend it goes that way. Hello. Get back in the tweezers. Seriously? Okay. Street ones don't seem to have a good grip. So we're going to switch them out. This goes here. And wraps around the edges like a label. But yeah, the little Christmas program was so cute, you know, and it's the grandma duty stuff, you know. As much as I'm not a fan of like Christmas music and, you know, and all that stuff. It's totally not the point in a children's Christmas program. It's not about me. Listening to them sing their songs, it was so cute. But it was a kindergarten first grade combined, and then following that was second, third grade combined, and then they broke for lunch, and then at 1:00 returned for the fourth and fifth grade program, which, you know, everybody was invited to, you know, even if you don't have a fourth or a fifth grader, we were welcome to come back and watch. But I'm like, yeah, I'm Christmased out. I did my grandma duties. I've supported the kids that, you know, I love. And it's not like it's a big, you know, a big gym. So okay, I'll let that little bottle sit there and dry. Okay. So I got stuff drying. So now I'm going to assemble the little cabinet. I think I have all the pieces. Yeah. I'm like, so to the front, we're going to put the sides, and they sit on the edges. So rather than being here on the sides, they go, on top of. Put a little bead of glue there. And obviously level. I'm really annoyed. I want my package to get here. It's like, it's pretty bad when stuff you order on Temu, gets here quicker. Like even my Temu order that got lost got here quicker than this, mystery box. That was coming from the same continent, mind you. Okay. Just kind of. Ooh. Calling out a judge. Cher's character is. For doing a murder for hire? Is that what I'm... In exchange for appointment to the bench? Oh, let's I have a T-square. Let's make sure my stuff is at the correct angle. That's why I bought the T-square, right? Well, so I started the video, middle of watching the video, watching the movie, have no idea what the movie was about. Now it's over. I think I have an idea. It sounds like somebody in a records department discovered the judge's history and past, went to call him out on it. He murdered her, and then sounds like they set up a homeless person to take the fall for the murder. And that was who Cher was defending, was the homeless person. And Liam Neeson was the actor playing the homeless guy. Right. So we're going to let this sit and grab for a minute. Wires are going to go off the back because those get wired into the actual base of the house and into the battery pack at a later point in time. I'm going to glue the little tiny phone. Whoa, big old string. So there's the phone. Ouch. Let me tell you, these tweezers are very, very sharp. They kind of hurt when you stab yourself with them, especially when you stab yourself in tender spots. So phone goes there. Bottle of wine. Which is a weird thing to be randomly like randomly sitting on a what do you call this? A cabinet. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this ultimately stays up, but it literally, because this is just paper, but it just has it on the very bottom of the frame glued to the back of the cabinet. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and try to take this protective cover off. Oh, apparently it's a sticker as well. Didn't realize that. Sorry. I'll be off camera for a minute while I try to get this blue stuff off. the quote unquote protective film that doesn't want to stop protecting. Tear off the protective film cover. Tear it off my booty. There. There. Now, like I said, I didn't realize this was a sticker when I glued it down. So I add a little extra glue there to glue it back onto the sticker back, because the sticker back is already glued to the paper. Okay, there's that. Yeah, because I didn't want to not be able to get that blue piece off. If I got some silicone glue stuck to it and it got, stuck to the back of this cabinet. So I'm going to just a little dab of glue. Hopefully that doesn't affect the overall effect of the light once it's wired and on. But I don't want to just, set the lamp shade on there. So we're going to glue it down. All right. So there it is. Trying to keep the lamp straight and everything else. Keep the mirror on there straight. But there you go. And again, this all plugs into the battery box when it's in the final assembly stage. So lampshade, stay straight. And there we go. All right, guys. So there completes that. The piano assembly is next. I'm a little nervous about that because it is plexiglass. And I've never used this on plexiglass, so I'm a little nervous about the glue being able to be seen through. But we'll see. But in the meantime, I will panic and I'll work on other projects and I'll try not to panic. So I will catch up with you guys on the next video. Bye. Maybe. Maybe.